Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, celebrating 15 years at home and space, Lockheed Martin names Sikorsky Transition Leader. Michael Huerta addresses UAS Registration Committee. I'm Bree Cross. It's November 5th, 2015, and this is Airborne Unlimited. It seems hard to believe that for 15 years there have been people living in space aboard the International Space Station. This milestone was marked by both NASA and the White House Monday. The first station crew docked November 2nd, 2000, after launching 2 days earlier inside the Soyuz TM-31 spacecraft. The young space station at the time consisted of just 3 modules. Commander William Shepard and 2 Russian flight engineers spent 141 days in space, saw 2 space shuttle missions, the addition of a solar array truss structure, and the arrival of U.S. Destiny Laboratory module. The ISS has been an ongoing construction project. The current 6-member crew of Expedition 45 worked a wide variety of lab maintenance and advanced science, exploring how life adapts to long-term space missions with potential benefits to Earthbound humans and future astronauts. Today they research new exercise techniques and how living in space affects a crew member's attitude. Now crews aboard the ISS are looking beyond an orbiting habitat with experiments that will prepare man for extended space travel. Lockheed Martin has named its top F-35 program executive to lead its mission systems and training business unit and oversee the integration of Sikorsky Aircraft. Lorraine Martin has been named to manage the merging process. She is currently the Executive Vice President and General Manager of the program to build the F-35 next-generation fighter for the U.S. Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps. In her 27 years at the company, Martin has led the C-5 and C-130 airlifter programs and military fixed-wing flight training initiatives. It's reported that prior to Lockheed Martin, she was an Air Force officer and worked on software-intensive technology and development programs. On January 1st, Martin will assume the newly created position of Deputy Executive Vice President for Mission Systems and Training. That unit's $7.2 billion revenue and 18,000-person workforce will double when the Sikorsky acquisition is complete. After the break, Huerta wants UAS registration to increase safety.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, our website, or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. At the opening of the first meeting of the FAA's UAV Registration Task Force, Administrator Michael Huerta said that the agency must work harder to ensure a strong culture of safety and responsibility among unmanned aircraft enthusiasts. Huerta said that the charge of the task force is to provide guidance on important questions about registration of aircraft under 55 pounds, and he suggested several topics to be considered. Huerta said in part, quote, "Registration will give us an opportunity to educate new operators about airspace rules so they can use their unmanned aircraft safely. It will also help us more easily identify and take enforcement action against people who intentionally violate the rules or operate unsafely." Huerta added, "We realize that most people want to use their aircraft safely for enjoyment. Registration benefits users and the government alike because it encourages education while providing a mechanism for helping the FAA fulfill its mission of keeping the nation's skies safe." End quote. His comments seem to indicate that registration will be more than a process of simply identifying ownership. It's Thursday, which means that it's time for an Aero Community Update, highlighting news and information about the incredible people and organizations that populate the Airborne Partnership Initiative behind Airborne Unlimited. This week, we take a look at our friends at the Society of Aviation and Flight Educators, known as SAIB. We all know that the very foundation of success in aviation activities is education, and SAIB is an organization that embraces all facets of the aviation education, whether it be on the ground, in the simulator, or in flight. SAIB is a member-oriented organization of aviation educators, fostering professionalism and excellence in aviation through continuing education, professional standards, and accreditation. By joining with industry partners and the FAA, SAIB provides the aviation community with resources to advance the profession and to assist aviation educators in developing skilled, knowledgeable, and safe members of the aviation community. We at ANN welcome the opportunity to be able to work with an organization that takes a professional approach to aviation education and includes all disciplines of the educational process. After these messages, Lacy Aviation expands.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B ATX-100 and ATX-100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip with integral backup battery. Safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Lacy Aviation has opened 2.5 acres of new ramp space at its Van Nuys Airport FBO. It marks the first phase of a $10 million 6-acre development plan designed to create Los Angeles' most secure and private corporate aviation complex. X-Craft landed a $1.5 million deal on ABC's Shark Tank and continues to grow. Their Ethos drones allow users to insert a smartphone into the drone and then uses the phone's sensors and processors to control the drone and take pictures. The first Airvan 8 aircraft to enter China was displayed at the China International General Aviation Convention held in October. Mahindra Aerospace, together with Shangzi Jinghong General Aviation Company, showcased the aircraft. The FAA has issued a special airworthiness information bulletin for owners and operators of certain M7 Aerospace LLC models SA-226 aircraft. The SAIB is related to cracked engine-powered lever cable support brackets discovered on 4 airplanes. Skydive Dubai, a commercial skydiving operation based in Dubai, UAE, has purchased a Twin Otter Series 400 aircraft from Viking Air Limited. The aircraft is scheduled to arrive in Dubai for the World Air Games being hosted by Skydive Dubai on November 30th. Well, that's our trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. It looks like American Airlines will be around DFW for a while, as the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport Board has voted to extend its lease with the airline through 2114 for airport-owned property used by the carrier. The original expiration date was 2043, and American Airlines will pay a lump sum of $10 million for the 70-year extension. According to reports, the new lease means that American will likely begin construction soon on a new headquarters building at the airport. The airline announced plans for a new corporate headquarters adjacent to its training centers, near its reservation office and integrated operations center. Airport CEO Sean Donahue called American a valued partner for DFW and said the board looks forward to working together with American in jointly serving DFW customers for decades to come. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.